Look at you, Bainbridge, first in the chat. How you doing? Well, I wanted to do a follow-up what we were doing last night, get that mission finished, warp to next morning. We also held a vote on the Discord for what IKS-001 would be called moving forward. I can't say I'm, very happy about the name choice. It would not have been my first choice, but the people have spoken. So, IKS-001, going to fly that. Now, we held a vote on the Discord for what this shuttle was going to be called. Oh yeah, Moonbow, the shuttle's finished. It works marvelously. We held a vote last night on the Discord. Uh, I'll tell you right now, it wasn't my choice. But this, I'm going to rename it right now. It's a good shuttle, Moonbow. It worked well. The launch went off without a hitch. Got up to KS1, docked, refueled, made it all the way out here to Moon Station. Still got just under half a tank left. Um, now we need to launch. We need to get this a docking port installed on KS2. I like the Wolfhound. Oh woo! Uh, but the people have spoken, so IKS 001 through popular vote is now going to be IKS 001 Obama Bus. Not my choice of name, but that's that's what she is. Yay! She's a good little ship though. She does her job. We're actually going to launch IKS 0002, which will be another one of these. It is going to act as a tow or a tugboat of sorts, and it's going to bring that next section of station out to KS2. So let's head on over to the Space Center, get IKS 002 launched, and Moonbow says, if you want, I could be like a guest appearance on us. Hold on, let me bring that comment back up. Come here. Moonbow says, if you want, I could be like a guest appearance on a stream sometime, and we can go over the aerodynamics of the game. Maybe some optimization, too. That'd be nice. Oh, Sakar, you're here, too. Yeah, Moonbow, I wouldn't be opposed to that at some point. You know me, I have fun. Actually, Grateful Jeb hopped on with me last night and walked me through the finer details of using the dials and buttons to fine tune my maneuvers, which is crazy. Never done that before. Pretty inefficient with that kind of stuff. So it's pretty excited to learn about that. Excited to mess with that a little bit too. Let's get into the vehicle assembly building here. Space Paint's probably sleeping. It's Saturday, right? He's probably not up. That's okay. I mean, I would love for him to be here, but this is not a required learning session. Attendance not required. Attendance not required. So let's open up IKS-001. I'm going to change the name to IKS-002. to see if there are any differences or any changes we need to make to this. I don't think I need to make any changes. I was pretty satisfied with everything about it, really. What's attached to this? Everything's attached to this. Okay. Bainbridge, sure, it's not very aerodynamic, I'll give you that. But it gets the job done. So IKS 002, 0002 is going to launch to KS1, top off its fuel. Actually, we might try to launch this directly up to our station piece we have in mid-orbit. So we'll see. We'll see how far we get. First things first, we got to escape the atmosphere. So who do we have available to pilot this? Joe Moore it is. To launch now. No, not very aerodynamic. Completely agree. Bainbridge in the chat says those rocket boosters remind me of the Soviet Sputnik or Soyuz boosters. Is that a good thing? Was that an efficient craft? I like it. This is our Afira Mark III launch system. She does very well for what we do and what we try to accomplish. So far, this has been more than enough. I'm sure at some point we'll need to upgrade that and further refine that. Sakar says he thinks he means style-wise. Well, it's nice. It's nice. I'm glad I could hearken to some of your nostalgic imagery. As far as I know, Soyuz made it to space, so... Oh, shit. Tipped down too much. Sorry. Let me try that again. So, this craft works well, but we cannot begin that gravity turn until we get past the atmosphere. Could add some wings to it, absolutely. 100% could make this a lot better. She's not a bad-looking craft, though. And we only got to launch once, right? Just got to get out of the atmosphere one time. And then aerodynamics does not matter. Captain Jomore on her way. Can we have the space barbecue? You know, Bainbridge, I've seen you mention the space barbecue a few times. Tell me about the space barbecue. What would that look like? Preparing for booster separation in 3, 2, 1. Boosters separated. Steak and ribs on a grill in space. That sounds delicious. Would I build that out of parts, or like is this just like a metaphorical request? Lights on for maximum cinematic value. What parts would you use for such a thing? Let's get out to fry some meat in space. That's funny. So, how is everybody else's Saturday going so far? Anything exciting? Exciting plans? Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Look at that. Okay, put you here. We also need to do the world's largest egg drop to beat Mark Rover. I don't know what any of what you just said means. I don't. Yes, come in. One moment, guys. It's a little ambient knocking, that's all. Proceeding to maneuver. She's not a bad looking ship. She serves her purpose. Alright. Node in 20 seconds. I don't want to wait 20 seconds. How about node in no seconds? I like node in no seconds better. Okay. Almost there. Get back on your maneuver. Finalizing burn for interception with KS2L2. Okay. Burn successful. Proceeding to KSV-L2 intercept. Okay. You know, time is relative, right? All right, proceeding to KSV 2 L2. Adjusting heading. All right. Proceeding to intercepts. Synchronizing orbit with KSV or KS2 L2. Switching to docking mode. Oh, absolutely. You know, I made a monorail one time. If you go back far enough in my videos, you'll see me playing with it. It was an interesting build to say the least. It wasn't very big, right? But it was proof of concept for a craft that would hug a rail. It was pretty cool. I'll post a picture to the Discord if I can find one. Live stream. Maybe under videos. I know I have it on the Facebook group too. Unfortunately, that is from a long corrupt save file. It was cool though. It wasn't the hardest thing to build. It's completely unscalable on console just due to limitations. But I built it using actually a quite similar design to this, um, but using Mark II cargo bays, right? And I had the Mark II cargo bay doors open, so it kind of straddled the rail, and the rail was made out of the large, um, like like beam pieces, right? And then I had rover wheels that wrapped around said uh, beam from four directions. And I was able to get to successfully move back and forth. It could handle a little bit of a curve. And then for shits and giggles, I built it up like a big like roller coaster and style, strutted to the ground, and then I attached rockets to it. It was okay, proof of concept. But yeah, I would love a game where we could do those sorts of things. You know, like start out with just launching your simple science crafts to building much larger things. That's why I think maybe someday I'll try to get into space engineers because that I feel like there's a lot more possibilities for creativity there as far as function. But from what I hear, the orbital mechanics in space engineers compared to this game are just not there, and I'm not a fan of that. I like uh, I like the orbital mechanics of Kerbal. I do. All right, so we're gonna set as our target Okay, we're going to switch to this. Going to control from here. We're going to orient prograde with the planet. There we go. This is an upgrade for the KS2 space station to allow it to dock this larger, with this larger dock. It's essentially like a core node for attaching multiple different parts. Screenshot. Okay, switching to IKS. It's supposed to be IKS 002. What the fuck? Rename vessel. 002. There we go. Alright. We are going to slowly maneuver to this. Krakens are very kind. Just like spiders, they are more afraid of you than you are of them. That Kraken better be terrified of me. Okay, proceeding to dock with KS2 L2. Shifting right. Space shuttles are overrated? Yeah. I'll agree with you on that. I mean, it's cool because it's space and we all love space, but I will have to agree with you. Space shuttles are overrated. I like spaceships much better. We're going to be towing this to the moon, believe it or not. Okay. How do I do orbital assembly? 1 second. Well, I gotta say, I think I'm doing orbital assembly right now. All right, we are docked. Now we're going to transfer fuel from this to this. Let me get a screenshot for the Discord. And by the way, if you're here but you're not in the Discord, you're really missing out. Pinned in the comments is a link to the Kerran Empire Discord. It's an awesome place where cool people can show off their builds, compete in challenges, and uh, have a nice group of friends who like to play Kerbal. Because we're few and far between. It's not like Kerbal has a like integrated multiplayer aspect for the base game. So if you like Kerbal and you want more Kerbal, meet us there. Kerran Empire Discord. Alright, so Sakar asked, quick question. How do you do orbital assembly? I'm building a second space station and I genuinely don't want it to be a noodle like last time. Well, I would just make sure you're rigid attaching and auto strutting everything. Go into your settings and go to custom tweakables. I think that's what it is. And you should then have the option to rigid attach and auto strut everything, which you should be doing. That's what I do. I like my noodles al dente, not well done. Bainbridge says train cool. Alright, so now we are going to take the fuel that's in this. Let me turn on the crossfeed. There we go. Let me turn on the crossfeed. Okay, we are going to transfer the fuel that's left in this service module for this, and we are going to transfer it to IKS 0002, and then we are going to proceed to tow this to KS2 station to upgrade it so IKS 0001, newly dubbed Obama Bus, can dock to the station and finish her maiden voyage. So, let's see here. Going to open this, pin this. Going to open this, and we're going to say bring in the fuel. Okay. Then I'm going to unpin this, and I'm going to close that. Open this, pin that, open this, bring that into there. Now I'm going to close that, open that, bring that into there. And that is a nearly full tank for IKS 0002. Now, who's all here? A couple people. I'm going to start taking naming suggestions for IKS 0002, so I don't need to keep saying IKS 0002. So if anyone has any ideas of what we should name this ship right here, she is one of two service shuttles that operate between KS1 and KS2, maybe even KS3 at a later time, but I think KS1 and KS2 are probably where they're going to remain. So let's go ahead and ditch the service module. Nope, ditch. Service module. Okay. Going to separate from that. Alrighty then. So we are fueled up. Going to get away from that. Okay. Prograde on. Let's set a maneuver. I'm going to set the moon as our target. Add a maneuver. Expand that out. Where's our intercept? Right there? Almost. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. Benadryl. Lemon, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Okay, the moon encounter. Carbonate lapses. No, we can do better than this. Where are we? Switch to. I'm rather unhappy that the station's name is getting changed every time we dock to it. That's not supposed to happen. You. Rename vessel. You are a station. Your name is KS1 Imperium. And your name will stay KS1 Imperium. These are all some really cool names you guys are giving. Honestly. All right, let's go back to you are not a probe, you are a ship. My ships I like to make planes. It just helps me identify them better. Well, it is a transport vehicle to help Kerbals go to the moon. I like the name Metro Star. That's a cool name. Okay. Rename vessel. Edit name. KS2 L2 debris. Change type, change 20. I don't get the reference. What is Metro Star? Tell me. Okay. Oh, it's been too long since I've seen that movie. I I may watch it tonight. We're on our way. Okay. We are orbiting the moon in a counterclockwise fashion relative to Kerbin. That's gonna be good enough. Hey! Hello everyone, my name is not Markiplier. My name is Moon. There we go. Warp to next maneuver. IKS 0002. Transporting KS2 L2, which is a core multi-node structure. Welcome in, Space Bean Man, our resident mission control specialist. Glad you could make it. Just in time to watch IKS 0002 make its way with this next section of KS2. We are towing this piece to the moon. Burn in T minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I said we are towing this to the moon. We're on our way. Moonbo says har har. He said the thing. Great suggestion to use the Wolfhound for this ship. Honestly, it seems to be rather efficient for what we're doing here. Oh, and we got a whole extra fuel tank here. That's sick. I totally forgot this had fuel on it. Glad we went and grabbed it. Shout out to Bane. He's not here right now, but huge thanks to him for all the work he's put into setting up the Kerran Empire Discord. If you're a cool person, you want to be around other cool people, make sure you click that pinned comment below me um, to go directly to the Kerran Empire Discord. And you'll see there that Bane has put a lot of work in making everything neat and nice and tidy. We got bots set up to help you get in there. It's good. It's a nice, awesome place to be. Only real gamers join the Kerran Empire. Absolutely. Total flex, really. For unks, twins, and lil bros alike, the Kerran Empire is for everyone. All right, Periapsis 452 looks good to me. Proceeding. We're on our way to the moon. Gonna do moon stuff at the moon. Moon forgot to add a part of the station that was very important for the mission. But now we're gonna do it. We're gonna stick it on and pretend like he didn't forget. Yeah. Alrighty then, let's orient retrograde. I think we got a good one. Real ones know that the Kerran Empire's first satellite was called Cool Kid. Everybody, Space Bean Man, our mission control, and Imperial Scribe keeps excellent track of everything that happens here. He tells the tale so you don't have to. Moon, this is IKS 0002. Requesting permission to orbit that sweet, juicy body. Alright. We are going to... It's KS2 Lunaro Station. I'll set that as the target. Okay. Let's proceed to here. Copy that. Granted. Final call. We are matching your orbital plane. Proceeding to maneuver point. Estimated time to maneuver 15 minutes. IKS 002. Approaching maneuver point. Probably burning normal to normalize. Right? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Super normal. Setting node reading at negative 3.6 degrees. Adjusting to 0 now. All systems super duper nominal. Like the most nominal. Let's see here, where? Advanced orbital info, there we go. Okay. Got that. Now let's set up a maneuver. Okay. There looks good. Bring that in. Bring it in even more. Super in. Separation should be 1 kilometer. Proceeding to next maneuver. Estimated time 1 hour for burn. Orienting for maneuver. Node in T minus 54 seconds. Fast forwarding that. Burning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finalizing burn. Burn complete. Checking the numbers. Separation at 0.2 kilometers. That's impressive. It's really close for us. Let's warp here. Alright. Orienting retrograde to target. Preparing to burn. Approaching target right now. On track. Mission Control, this is IKS 0002. Requesting calculation. At which distance should we attempt to burn out this 148 meters per second of velocity? All right. KS2, this is IKS 0002. We are on final approach right now, reading you off the starboard side, roughly 200 meters out. Synchronizing orbit now. That was gorgeous. Good to see you. All right, now where's our station at? There it is. Set as target. KS2, we read you at 2.9 kilometers out. Request permission to approach for docking. We've got another section for you. This one has the pool table in it. Copy that. Approaching IKS, or approaching KS2. Lunaro Station. Reading you 1,000 meters off the bow. Preparing to initiate synchronization burn. Watch for the fireworks, Valentina. All right, we're here. It's Christmas time on the moon, and we've got a present for you. Lunaro Station, please prepare to receive our load. Alright. So we're going to attach this. How much fuel do you have here? Are we rather full? Okay. We need to drain the fuel out of this service module. I'd like to crash this into the moon. So we're going to drain the fuel out of this part here. Yeah. Pin that. Okay. In. Alright. Where's Kermit at? Okay. Love the planet. This game is so beautiful. Okay. KS2, please. Of cargo, you simply-minded Kerbal. Alright, KS2, please detach your service module. Alright. Taking command of module. And attempting to set for moon impact. Orbit. Retrograde. Okay. All right. Self-destruct. Yeah. Destruction. Um. Oh, what's the word here? Path set. Yeah, it's on its way to die. That's all we needed. Okay. Switching back to IKS 002. Mission Control, we've got some stellar name suggestions for IKS 002. And I need you to help us determine of those which what we're going to name this one. The other one we named Obama Bus. A fucking interesting name to say the least. Um, there we go. We're going to control from here. Okay. Set as target. Orient towards target. Space afterburner. Air, space breathing engines. That's what that noise was. Yep. Here we go. Maneuvering towards target. This one's gonna be interesting. Okay, you. Control from here. Orbit. Prograde. Go. Rotate for load receive. Okay. Switch back to you. And proceeding towards docking. All right. We're getting there. We're almost there. Double-decker docking surprise. Here we go. Initiating dock. All right, we're in. We got it. We are attached. We are docked. Time to bring IKS 0001 Obama bus into the assembly. So let's switch over to the Obama bus. Switch to Obama bus. It's just us over here. Why don't you join us? Let's see here. So we're going to set. Okay, 002, switch to. We need to fix it so when we attach things to the station's name doesn't change. Moon got chiseling it on stream. That's funny. Okay, control from here. We're going to orient retro or prograde in relation to the moon's orbit. It's for the fans. All right, it's for the fans. Okay. There we go. Perfection. Switching to IKS 0001 Obama bus. Where else is this stream live? What does that even mean? Okay. Set that as our target. Okay, orient towards target. What's with the face, Lemon? Yeah, unfortunately, Obama best won, K-Def. This is what I get for letting people choose. You guys wonder why dictatorships are the best. I cannot stream on two platforms. I wish that I could. I imagine somewhere in the vast, vast world or universe, someone is reposting my streams as their own. And I wish them the best of luck. Obama bus en route to KS2 Lunaro Station to complete her maiden voyage, refuel, and return to KS1. We started this mission last night, and I needed to finish it. It just needed to happen. KS2, come in. This is Obama bus requesting permission to dock. We read you 900 meters out. Preparing to synchronize orbit. Copy that, KS2. All right. Slowing. Switching to docking mode. There we go. We haven't decided on the name yet, but MetroStar sounds cool. It sounds really cool. That might be my favorite, honestly. Our naming system is fucked up right now. I think I screwed something up because every time we attach one of these to a station, it changes the name of the station, and I'm not happy about that. I think I did the naming priorities thing backwards. All right. Approaching. Reading you at 180 meters off the bow. Janine and Jeslyn. Super happy to be here. I'm not making weird noises. I have no idea what you're talking about. These are stock Kerbal noises. You probably didn't, recognize it because you play PC. I've never had good things happen naming things after lunch. What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Man, fuck YouTube. Anyway, I'm here. Gets glitchy after renaming. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna have to rename things occasionally. I don't actually have the Spotify up today. It's just the sultry sounds of my voice. That's all we got. Preparing for dock. Copy that, KS2. Bomba's coming in. Almost there. All right, we got it. Look at that. Fucking beautiful, buddy. Look at that. Absolutely fucking glorious. Now, everybody be quiet. I'm taking a mini screenshot or a mini clip for the TikTok. No, I'm not dead. I was just taking like a cinematic spinny shot. I'm gonna put some music on top of that and post it up to TikTok to try to get more people into the Discord. But yeah, no, this is this looks great. I'm really happy with this. Cycling through some seats. Let's see here. Uh, well, nobody's in any other seat for you know, like I'll show you where everyone's at. Do a kickflip. Absolutely. Look at that. She's so purty. I'm proud of us, guys. We did it. They said we couldn't do it. They said we shouldn't do it. They said, why are you doing it in the first place? We didn't listen to them. And we did it. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. It's the most beautiful thing we've ever built here on Kerran Empire. KSP with Moon. Look at it. I want you to look at it. Ugh. I'm happy with it. Honestly. We've done well. All right, so let's see here. Mission Control Bean, I'm going to let you choose of the names that have been suggested so far on the stream for IKS 0002. Um, there's a button that lets you see all your Kerbals. Right here, right? This button right here, KDF? This one here? Bean, I want you to look through those names and tell me which one you think would be best. Isla. Oh, he's gone? I hope not. Whatever. No, I think Metro Star is probably a cool name. I think we'll probably register that. Oh, good. What do you think? What do you think we should do you think we should name it Metro Star? Metro Star is kick-ass. All right, so IKS 002 0002 Metro Star. Fantastic. And that will be the second of the Obama bus class of vehicle. Um, the way we name our ships in the Kerran Empire, the first name is the class of that name, right? So the IKS 0001 Obama bus is the first of the Obama bus class. I fucking hate that that's the name we chose. I hate it. So IKS 0002 will be the second of the Obama bus class of ship. So I am going to the Discord right now. I'm going to add a new channel. Okay. Channels. Create. Category. The space. The fleet. Okay. Create that. Okay. Bane's going to have to reorganize this for me later. Create channel. Text channel. Fleet. Registration. Fleet registry? Yeah, fleet registry. Okay. And then in here, I'm going to put Obama bus class. IKS 0001. I fucking hate this so much. IKS 0002. Metro Star. Okay. Fucking, that's terrible. Y'all are terrible. I'm trying to build something cool in space and sci-fi, like Obama bus. All right. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's the Kerbal way to do all this serious stuff with this fucking goofy ass grin on your face. Shut your mouth, Joe Moore, before I stick a snack in it. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm going to go take. Scuttlebug is. I still have hope for Scuttlebug. I'm going to end the surprise Saturday stream. I'm going to go into the actually, we'll go do the screenshots first. I'm going to go into the spaceplane hangar. I'm going to take some screenshots of the Obama bus class, get that posted, and then I want to open it up for the entirety of the Kerran Empire to build their own Obama bus class. All right? You make your own little tweaks to it, and everybody who wants to participate in this weekend mini challenge and creates their own version of this ship will get officially put into the registry, and then we will have opportunities for you to be able to have your own adventures with these ships, write your own stories, and do that. So right now we are going to go to the Space Center. I'm going to grab some pretty screenshots of this and maybe record a backwards video so we can do an assembly video as well. But as with all of our ships, just like the KA-2A, right, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to make your own version of it, right? And it's really up to you to decide, like, how much you want to stick to the original design. I would love to see it in other games, Lemon. I don't know what other games you play that would have that. But this is for the there we go. It's definitely for the Kerran Empire. This is just going to be like one of the community things that we do, right? Just want to see what everyone does with their own little take on this. And no doubt, some of you are going to shit all over me and my design and make something so much better. But this is the Obama bus class. So, 1 second here. Fucking stupid name. Oh my god, I hate you guys so much. Metro Star, cool name. Companionship, cool name. All these ships were cool names. And then everybody who voted, and there was a decent amount of people who voted to name it Obama Bus, right? And unless that means something else than what I think it means, let's just. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna take. Like, I have to, like, advertise with this name, right? I have to, like, show this off to people. And I typically try to, to do it as such. But you know what? The people have spoken. I mean, sillily and with a slight lisp, but they've spoken. Bonus points if you can match it exactly, but I don't expect anyone to. I just want you to make your own. I just want you guys to make your own, rendition of this, right? And this is how we do things together. All right, and then I will open this up. You joined in on Moon's surprise Saturday stream. I'm posting a temporary challenge up that's just going to go for this weekend. People can build their own version of the Obama bus, and we will put them into the official registry of fleet aircraft, much like we did with the KA-2A. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but I would love to see no bonus points for copying or no comma bonus points for copying. I mean, I will be flattered if if you're able to get the design exactly like I did, but stick to design cues, right? If it's recognizable as it is, then it is, right? If it's recognizable as it, then it is. If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it's related to a duck, right? So this is the Obama bus class. Okay. So I think that's all the pictures I need to get that posted. I want to thank you all very much for popping in on my surprise Saturday stream. Probably going to do this every once in a while. It's a witch. But for anybody who's cool like me, uh, I'll see you guys in the Discord. I'll get these pictures posted. And if you haven't already joined the Discord, you probably should. I don't know what possible reason you could have for not doing it at this point, but we are slowly growing. It's a very good community, very well run, a very good feeling to be part of it, for sure. So thank you all very much for popping into the Surprise Saturday stream. We'll get those posted to the Discord, and you guys have a great day. This is Moon, and I'll see you next time on the Kerran Empire.